Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Zara. Today we are going to talk about regular and irregular verbs. I hope after watching this video you will be able to differentiate regular and irregular verb in a very good way, and I hope this will be very effective video for those who want to learn the concept of verbs. We have already discussed action verbs, possessive verb, and the stative verbs. Now let us see the formal definition of regular verbs. A verb following the normal pattern of inflection, or you can say that a regular verb is any verb whose conjugation follows the typical pattern or one of the typical patterns of the language to which it belongs. Okay, and in other words we can say that the general rule is that the regular verbs form their past and past participle forms by adding ed. Now let us see the examples of regular verb that form their past and past participle forms by adding ed. Okay, base form arrive, past simple arrived, past participle arrived, base form call, past simple called, past participle called, base form wait, past simple waited, past participle waited. Now in this way you can see that in past simple and past participle by adding d and ed we can form a regular verb. Secondly, if the verb ends in a consonant and y, we just change the y to I and added ed. For example, base form marry, past simple married, past participle married, base form study, past simple studied, and past participle studied. So in this way we skipped y with et. Now if a verb ends in e, we simply add d. For example, base form hate, past simple hated, past participle hated, base form like, past simple liked, past participle liked. So there are some examples of regular verb, some sentences, as we can make our concept more clear. So let us see these sentences. Number 1, yesterday Ali studied all day. Number 2, Zaid has accepted the job offer. Number 3, have you finished yet? Number 4, we really liked the program we watched last night. After having description about regular verbs, now let us see irregular verbs with detail and examples. An irregular verb is one that does not form its simple past tense or its past participle by adding ed or d to the base form. Okay, irregular verbs contrast with regular verbs which form the simple past tense and past participle by adding ed or d. We can divide irregular verbs into 4 types, or you can say that we can divide irregular verbs into 4 types. Number 1. Verbs which have the same base forms past simple and past participle. Number 2. Verbs which have the same past simple and past participle. Number 3. Verbs which have the same base form and past participle. Number 4. Verbs which have a different base form and past simple and past participle. Now let us see all these types or the description of these groups. A good way to learn irregular verbs is to study them in these groups, because as they are similar, they are easier to remember. Here are most common irregular verbs in these groups. So now we will discuss these 4 groups in detail. Group 1. Base form cost. Past simple cost. Past participle cost. Base form cut. Past simple cut. Past participle cut. Base form hurt. Past simple hurt. Past participle hurt. Base form let. Past simple let. Past participle let. Base form put. Past simple put. Past participle put. Now you will see we will not add d or ed with these words. We can't say that cut and cutted. We can't say hurt and hurted. It will be cut, hurt, let, put. Group 2. Base form hold. Past simple held. Past participle held. Base form leave. Past simple left. Past participle left. Base form keep. Past simple kept. Past participle kept. Now let us see the verbs which have the same base form and past participle. Base form come. Past simple came. Past participle come. Base form run. Past simple rain. Past participle run. Group 4. Base form speak. Past simple spoke. Past participle spoken. Base form see. Past simple saw. Past participle see. Base form break. Past simple broke. Past participle broken. After having this detailed description, I hope you will differentiate regular verb and irregular verb in a very nice way. Do comment if you like my video. Share, like and subscribe. Thank you very much.